Look at what we call storage devices. What are storage devices? And what are these devices? Of course, you could be knowing them. We are going to look at storage devices and their measurements. How are they measure? Or what is the use of measurements? Or because if you're going to buy a certain device, you have to be knowing how heavy it can carry. So let's look at two storage devices. For instance, one we have floppy disks that are no longer mainly in existence in many countries. But when you look onto your PC, mainly the tower base, there is a slot where floppy disk can enter, or the desktop can. It has where a floppy disk can enter. Then we have what we call compact disks, which are the CDs. Now, what is the difference between a compact disc and the digital versatile display, the DVD? The difference comes in storage. We are going to look at that storage. You may find that a compact disc can carry around 700 MBs, but a digital versatile display looks like exactly the compact disc, but for it can carry uh, 4.7 GB. The other one is MBs. This one has gone to GB. Now we can continue to look at flash disks. Here we are looking at storage devices. What are those devices that can store data? Floppy disk, compact disks, digital versatile display, flash disks. Then we have servers. Servers are more for bigger organizations and universities, because universities cannot base on keeping data on flash disks like schools or our normal schools and our normal small businesses. Then when you come to servers, items like companies like point of sale systems in supermarkets, the data goes on to servers because the data will be checked on Friday maybe, but today is Monday. You putting that data, uh, you uploading all the time or downloading or entering customers and sales, so you need a bigger channel which can keep your information. So if you have such an environment, you need servers. You don't need anything else, you just need servers. Servers can help you to capture or to keep data that is at least bulky. So all these others that we have mentioned, the floppy disk, compact disks, digital, flash disks, the bigger they can go into biggest, bigger as terabyte or exabyte. But servers, they have complete installed hard disks inside them that I can as well handle bulky data. For instance, companies or organizations that do population census, they need a lot of data. What do you eat? How many times do you eat? How many children do you have? Do they go to school? Do they have uniforms? Do you have TV? They ask a lot of questions. So when you look onto that questionnaire, by the time you fill it all, at least you have made a full floppy disk. So by the time you move around 10 homes, a flash disk is full. So their data goes straight to servers. Uh, then we could be having another item as hard disk. Here we are looking at storage devices. Hard disks. Hard disks are far bigger than flash disks. Or some flash disks nowadays have fitted even hard disks, but way back hard disks were the biggest. But right now we can see flash disks, but still hard disks are far bigger than uh, hard disks. Now, hard disks can range in up to hexabytes. So, we can briefly continue to look into some other stuff like memory cards. Also, these are storage devices. The memory cards, they can keep our data very well. Here we have looked at the several items that they can that can keep data. Let's continue to look into the difference in storage measurements. What are these differences in storage measurements? The difference here comes in that bit is the fastest or is the smallest item. For instance, when you place a name, when you when you place Salah, let's say when you place Salah, that is the name. Or boy, let's say boy. Those are 3 bits, or those are 3 bits. Then let's say byte. A byte is far bigger than a bit. By the time we place 1028 bits, it turns into byte. When you type 1028 bytes, it turns into a kilobyte. So from bit we have byte, then kilobyte, then megabyte, then gigabyte. We continue going like that. So 1028 kilobytes, they will turn, or they will be equivalent to megabyte. So when you continue from, so the first measurement is bit, then byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, hexabyte, and more may continue coming. We are not only limited to this. We are expecting to see more, because a lot of invasions have been going on and they are still going on. So briefly, that is it for now. I wish you well.